Hi guys, welcome to Heather's Treasures. I'm showing you what I made. I had some different bits of lace and I pressed them into the clay and baked them. And then I wanted to have a relief. Now these could work for doing liquid clay and baking, but if you do, I'm afraid they'll bake right to the clay, the mold here that I made. So I made a relief. Now they're not, some of them are not perfect. So I may redo it. This one is kind of warped. This one looks pretty good. This one is a little off, but I think that could be adjusted. And then this one turned out pretty cool. So the relief that I made is so that I can make a silicone mold that is bakeable. And I use Mold Star 15 Slow. So I'm going to get that set up and we'll be right back. All right, guys, we're back. I've got two of these prepped and I'm noticing that my lines are not really square. So I'm just going to try to cut them so that I have something square to work with. I want my tape to at least stick. I don't want any curves. And in hindsight, I should have made these a lot thicker. It's all right. So what I do is I just try to measure out what I think is going to go all the way around, and I think this one was for the other piece. Yeah, this one was for the other. This one is for this piece here. So I'm just going right down the middle, like that, bringing it up and over. And I was doing another project with glue, and it's coming off my skin. I'm just taping all the way around. Now on the bottom side, I'm going to cut into the corners. And to be honest with you, I don't know if this is going to work. This is just an experiment on my part. Now I'm going to flatten that right there and flatten that piece right there. Fold this over that. Give it a good smush. Burnishing the edges, and I'm going to pinch the corners so that my size will stay up. Okay. So I'll do this one off camera and I'll be right back. Okay, for this next part, we're going to use Mold Star 15. And this, it takes 4 hours to cure, but it's bakeable. And it's 1 part to 1 part. So we need to open this up. And I thought I would just show you how this all works, just in case you haven't seen it already. Probably should be wearing gloves, but it's all right. Oh my goodness, the cats are tearing up upstairs. I don't know if you can hear that or not. They're chasing each other. All right, so I'm just going to take a cup of little capsule of this. Actually, that's just too much, I think. So I'm going to put my thumb right where I want that, and I'm going to pour this in to this cup here. And then we need the same amount of white. So I'm going to pour that in up to my thumbnail. Sorry, I wasn't in camera view again. But I explained what I was doing, so hopefully that is okay. All right. So I'm going to put the lid back on these really quick. Now we're going to stir this until it's fully blended so that you don't see any striations whatsoever. And then the best way to pour this is from a really high, like if you can get 3 feet above it and still hit the spot, that's perfect, because you want a really thin, steady stream as it pours out. So what I'm going to do is, since these are so small, and I'm afraid I don't have a good accurate eye, I'm going to use my stick to scoop some out and just drip it in. So make sure your molds are clean. These are not flat. You know, this is just an experiment, so I don't care. Not at this point anyway. So this is looking pretty good. I'm introducing bubbles and I don't want to do that, but I don't want to take up all your time either. So while you're stirring, you want to scrape the sides, scrape the bottom all the way around, and then scrape off your stick. Get that back down in there. That looks pretty good. Okay, so I got a thin stream going here. And the key is to just kind of like hold it in one spot and to just let it go. It will fill in the cavity on its own. And my hope is that, oh, now see, that was a really big glob. When you do it in a high stream like this, it pops the bubbles for you. Oh. Okay, I'm going to move to the next one. Okay, I think my cup is empty enough that I can just actually tip it. But in the meantime, I'm going to give this just a little push. Get it to fill to the boundaries. And I see that I need just a little bit more in this one. You don't want to see your mold. Give this a little nudge. And that will take care of this one, I think. Okay. So now really slow. And I'm just going to help push that out by moving it towards the edge. Okay, so now I've got the mold covered, so now I can just go in and use what's left of my cup here. Alright, I'll get some alcohol, clean up my mess. We'll come back in about 4 hours and we will demold. I don't see any leaking, so that's good. Nothing is seeping out. Nope. Now you can pound your table. Take a hammer to the bottom of your table and bang it, and that will help bring the bubbles to the top, if there are any. Sorry for the noise. I don't see any coming up, so I think we're good. You can't use alcohol or a heat gun on this. That doesn't work. It needs a vibration. So I'll just continue doing that off camera until I don't see any more bubbles popping. And we'll see you in a second. Okay. Looks like I had a little bit of seeping. Just a tiny bit. It's been about 5 hours. It only takes 4 hours for this to cure, but I got sidetracked. Little bowed. That's okay. Ooh, that's so cool. Now I can take an X-Acto knife or a pair of neat scissors, like precise scissors, and trim this stuff off so that it lays flat in the oven. This one I'm not too sure about because it's extremely shallow. But I thought I'd give it a try. I didn't get you a close-up of this one, did I? These were little seed pearls. Oh, I think I did that. I showed that in the video, didn't I? That one turned out pretty good. I'll have to be really careful along that edge. Cat fur. So yeah, next time I will get thicker base. Oh, that's a pretty one. Yoo-hoo. Okay, so this video is getting really long, so I'm going to end it here, and I'll do another separate video, kind of like a part 2, and we'll put some clay, liquid clay in it, bake it off, test to see if this really is bakeable. But on their website for Moldstar, it said that this Moldstar 15 was bakeable up to 370. No, I'm not even going to guess because I can't remember. But I'll look it up again and then I will mention it in the next video. But it was way above the 275 range Fahrenheit. So, we'll test these out. Fun! I hope you enjoyed learning with me. And you give this a try and let me know. Yeah, I don't know about this one, but we'll give it a try. We'll see how it works. So until next time, love you. Bye-bye.